Hey everybody, this is Sales Director Adrienne Hollifield. I just wanted to make a quick video. It'll be pretty quick about exactly how I do a facial or a party. It's the same way either way. The only difference is a facial is 1 to 2 people and a party is always 3 or more. 3 to 5 women or more is a party. And so I'm going to kind of go over what I do because they have been super successful and amazing, and I know Summer really promotes our perfect 10, and that is so important to do 3 parties a month, 6 parties a month, 10 parties a month, whatever your desire is. But that's how you make money in this business, and you get more done in a really quick amount of time, because I have a 1-year-old, so I have to really be strategic about my time, and I'm so intentional on God being first, my family being second, and my career being third, but not 33rd. And so I'm going to share a little bit about what I do and exactly how I do it. But this flip chart comes in your starter kit, and it tells you exactly what to say on the back. But like, I have notes. Like, I don't read all that. You can if you want to, but I just put the basics. And you can take notes as I'm doing this. But I just hold this basically the whole time. And it's so important. I pre-profile them, and that just means find out what kind of skin they have ahead of time, and if there's something they would like to change about their skin. So whenever they come in, I've already done that, and if they haven't really communicated with me, because you will have some guests who do not, I always have this customer profile printed out. You can literally Google customer profile. You have some in your starter kit, but I love this one when you run out because you have 20 places for referrals. I love that. So we're going to talk about that. I have that down, and then I have their mirror tray ready whenever they get here. And I'm going to show you exactly what I have in each thing. So this is the little trays that come in, okay? And right here, in number 1, I have their cleanser, whether it's combination of oily or normal to dry. Their day cream in number 2. Night cream in number 3, eye cream in number 4, okay? In number 5, I have foundation primer because I love primer. In here, if you do not know their CC cream color already, you can do that when they get there. And then in these top 2 little things, I have the satin lip scrub and the satin lip balm. And right here in the top, I already have their mascara wand ready and this lip thing ready. You can order these for like a couple bucks a piece. I mean, you can get them off Mary Kay or whatever. I love them. It doesn't matter. Or I got like 50 of these off of Wish for free. One of my friends and consultants, Lindsay Wyndham, she told me about you can get a ton of these off Wish. It takes a while to get here, but you know, that's great if you want to stock up on those. So I have that ready for them. So as they are coming in, this is ready. They are filling this out. And I'm going and wetting their facial cloths so that we can be ready and good to go. So I get excited. I just wait a couple minutes, but I'm very respectful of their time. You don't want to wait 30 minutes before you get started. You really want to be respectful of people's time, because the longer they are there, the less likely they are to purchase something or sign up, because they're like, oh my gosh, this takes forever. And so I love that. So I have my flip chart, and I'm excited. I'm like, okay, go ahead and fill out the top of that, because y'all know we have a PCP program. That means Preferred Customer Program, that you can enter your customers into, and they get a free lookbook with a sample inside of it a couple times a year, like 4 or 5 times a year, and we pay for it to get sent to them. It's like 20 cents, cheaper than a stamp. It's awesome, or something crazy cheap. But I'm like, so fill out the top of that, because that information is so important. It goes to me, or whoever the consultant is. It goes to them, and you get entered basically like an Etsy thing. You get free stuff, which is awesome, 4 or 5 times a year. And so I like to know when your birthday is, because oh my gosh, everybody loves birthdays. You know, it's just gonna be so amazing. And so I just go over that. Okay, and then I just go ahead and jump in and get started. I always go around and I'm like, okay, great. So this is the first thing that we're gonna do. We're gonna play out game the whole time that we're together, but it's super easy. So I love this. Who's competitive? Is anybody competitive? And I'll be like, girl, there's always one person. And I'll be like, okay, give yourself a tally, because you raised your hand, you answered, you responded. Okay, does anybody like free stuff? And I'm just like reading their body language, like, yeah. I'm like, well, if you don't like free and you don't like, and you're not competitive, then who are you? And they start getting tickled. I'm like, okay, great. So this is the game we play. We play a tally game the whole time. And the whole time that we're together, if you ask a question, answer a question, or respond with an answer, you give yourself a tally at the top of your customer profile. You have those detailed people, and some of you may be the detailed person. Where we put our tally? Anywhere. It does not matter. Up here. And I'm like, no, it's the honor system, so you have to keep up with it, not me. A couple times throughout the night, I'll be like, oh my gosh, give yourself a tally. That was a tally. And they get excited about it. You just have to remind them about it. And so we go around and I say, okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to go around and tell our name and one product we can't live without. And I'll start us off so that y'all don't have jitters. But I'm Adrian, and my favorite product is our amazing 3D eye cream. Okay, that stuff is absolutely amazing because I have a 1-year-old. He does not have a steady sleep schedule. He is a wild man, but he is my heart. I love him so much. But even if I didn't sleep 5 hours, it makes me look like I did. So that's my favorite thing. And what about you? And we'll go around and they tell their name and one product they can't live without. And you'll have those some people that are like, and I'll be like, deodorant. Does everybody love deodorant? Everybody loves deodorant. That is a great product to not have to live without. And so, you know, just make it fun for everybody, whether it's lotion. It doesn't have to be cosmetic, but with your body, whatever. So that everybody gets a tally for that. And then I flip the page. It's Mary Kay. And I sometimes hold it like this because I like to be involved. And I'm like, this is Mary Kay. She's so absolutely beautiful. And I love sharing a little bit about why she started the company. She started 55 years ago, before y'all were ever even a thought. And they all get tickled about that too. And I'm like, she found the company in her retirement. Like when I'm retired, I'm going to be on a beach. Like, it's going to be amazing. I'm not going to be starting a company, but I'm so grateful she did. And so I love that. She founded it on God first, family second, and career third. And I love that my life's in that order. I love that I get to put my baby up every single day for Mother's Morning out, and I get to choose to see him, and he has so much fun with his friends and all that. And then I'll get my picture out and show him. I'm like, this is Baby Miles. He's 15 months. He's not a baby, but everybody calls him Baby Miles. And then I always say, and they're like, oh, yay, and somebody may say something, and then I get right back on track. Okay, great. So I just want to thank you so much for washing your face with Mary Kay today. Whenever you wash your face with Mary Kay, you're helping women in domestic violence. This is all in the back too, by the way. You just see my notes because I have to look at them sometimes. Whenever you cleanse your face, you help women in domestic violence shelters. We've given over $50 million to domestic violence shelters. And I just saw that Mary Kay gave a grant to the one in Sumter, and I'm so grateful for that. And then also, when you moisturize your face with Mary Kay, you're helping women all around with cancers that are affecting them. I love that we give $21 million to breast cancer research and cancers that affect women. And I just love that because Mary Kay actually funded the scientists that discovered if, like the gene, like the allele on the gene, if a woman needs chemo or radiation. And I think that's brilliant. I love that. And then I also love sharing that our product is not only tested and passed by like the U.S. standards, but also the European standards. And that is a big fat deal. Y'all know that, right? Because they have like tons of things that they have to go through to actually get approved. And I love that. And then the last thing I always do before we get started, I'm like, okay, great. So here's a chance to get another tally. Okay, great. So what would be your favorite part of owning your own business? And we go around and they tell us. And I'm like, okay, well, my favorite part is freedom and flexibility and choices. Like, I love choosing my life. I love that. I love it. So, like, my husband is a varsity 5A football coach, and tonight we're going to go to the football game, and my little boy loves football, and I'm so glad I get to choose that life so that we can actually see him because he's so busy all the time during football season, in and out, and so I love that we get to interweave our lives. And then we'll go around and they get a tally for that, and I'm like, okay, great, so we're going to hop right in and get started. All right, and sometimes I turn my pages and sometimes I don't. It's okay. But we go ahead and get started, and while they're getting their faces wet, while they're getting their faces wet, I have to put this back up. I am like, okay, great. So what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and do your cleanser. I want you to take your cleanser, put it all over your face, and then wipe it right off with your wet cloth. So we do that. Sorry, I'm getting me a little set up right here. So it takes them a second, and we cleanse all over. And I'm like, so this is like your table facial. We're not all in the shower together, so this is your table facial. And then if it's like dead, I'm like, okay, y'all, so give yourself a tally for being here and washing your face. And they all get tickled. And then I just ask them a couple facts, like, how many times do you think you're supposed to wash your face a day? Somebody will say 2, and that's the right answer. I'll be like, great, yes, when? Morning and night, you know, and every time they're responding, I give them a tally. And so I get so excited about that, and I'm like, okay, great. So now what we're gonna do, everything else we're only gonna do on the right side of the face. Only on the right side of the face, okay? So, second is our day cream. Okay, you're gonna take that and only put it on the right side of your face. Okay, everybody go ahead and do that. Okay, fabulous. And I love our day cream. You can get it with or without SPF, so be really careful as you're putting it around your eye. You can do it with or without SPF. I love this. This is our moisturizer and our day cream in one. But what I love most about this is that it hydrates and moisturizes your face for 12 hours. That's half your day. Isn't that amazing? I love it. And I always say a lack of moisture is a lack of skin firmness, and I want to be juicy and cute and not dry and shriveled up. So this is why moisturizer is important, right? Absolutely. Okay, great. So the second step, at night you would cleanse and do the same thing, but do your night cream. That's weird, I'm doing this. I'm going to do this. So your night cream. Okay, so you can go ahead and put 3. We usually do not put this on top of number 2, but I want you to try it. It's awesome and incredible. You can put it on your neck right here. And do y'all like smell that? And they're like, oh yeah. I'm like, well, this is a fragrance-free line. It's amazing and incredible, but it's fragrance-free. That scent that you smell is actually Japanese knotweed. It is amazing. It's a natural ingredient. But has anybody ever heard of retinol? Raise your hand. Give yourself a tally if you've heard of retinol, if you've ever heard that word before. Okay, fabulous. And so in this night cream is not retinol. It's actually encapsulated resveratrol, and that is an active ingredient. It acts as a stop sign to really stop your aging. And I love that. It's also in the skin of a purple grape. And you know, purple grapes are so juicy and amazing. And that's what keeps it all juicy. It does. And that's what keeps us from aging. So I love this. This is also your moisturizer for nighttime. So it's hydrating you through the night, whether you have combination to oily skin or normal to dry skin. I have combination. It doesn't make me look wet. So I love this. It has that oil control too. So I love that. So I go over that. And then I'm like, okay, y'all, but seriously. Did y'all know that only 20% of the aging process comes from naturally aging? And they're like, oh my gosh. Like the other 80% comes from different factors. What are they? And people are naming them off. And you know, they are things like stress. It's all in this book. Stress, lack of sleep, sun, smoking, environment, what we eat, our diet, all that matters. And so I share that. And I let them get tallies for saying those things. And then I'm like, okay, lastly, so we're going to take number 4. That's our eye cream. And I want you to take this finger right here, dab it number 4, and only do it under your right eye. Okay? Okay, fabulous. Does anybody know the 2 ways we can tell a woman's age? And they're like, The answer is hands and eyes. But if they answer one of those, or they even respond, I'm giving them tallies, because I don't know about y'all, when I put something down or I write it down, I feel successful immediately, and you want them to feel immediate success and fun here. And I let them know whoever has the most tallies, I remind them for the night, whoever has the most tallies gets a free gift from me tonight. And my free gift is usually like a little vitamin C square, because it counts for us for section 1. So that's great, and they can buy serum to put with it, you know. But anyways, I'll just hide it until the end, because they don't need to know what it is, because they need to be competitive. And then after they do that, I say, oh my gosh, I just love sharing. Mary Kay has a 100% satisfaction guarantee. I love the product. I've been using it since I was 17, and I'm 25 now, so I have 7.5 years of using our incredible skincare. And I will post below my picture of using this 3D set before and after as well, so that you can see it and show it to everybody. Please do, because I'm 25 and not ashamed of that incredible, incredible transformation. And so as I'm sharing, okay, I only did it on the right side. So now I am taking the repair peel, because remember, we only did it on the right side. And it really is some psychologicalness. My degree's in math, not English, so that's why I'm saying it this way. Some psychological, because doing it on the right side. So I go around and put this on their right hand. Okay, this is our facial peel, and I explained that we're going to leave it on for 8 minutes, and I literally set a timer on my thing for 8 minutes. And I'm like, this is a facial peel, so this gets rid of, like, uneven skin tones, dead skin, dark spots from the sun, scars where I burnt myself on the stove when I lifted my hand up. This is just amazing. It makes you look incredible. You can use it once to twice a week. I mean, it's amazing. It'll last you 6 months. So I love this. We're going to try this. go ahead and we're going to put that really thick. It's in their thing. Because I have that in number 6 circle. In the number 6 circle. This is how mine's set up, okay? So cleanser day, night eye, firming eye cream. Foundation, primer, facial peel. And the satin lips are up here. So I have them take that right there. This is number 6. And put the facial peel on their hand. I'm like, okay, great. So really quick, before I share a little bit about what we do while your face is drying, setting, and our hands is drying, go ahead and do satin lips on your lips. That first one right there is the satin scrub. Go ahead and put that on your lips. It's so amazing. It's a sugar scrub, so it tastes good if you accidentally eat a little bit of it. Go ahead and put that on, and it's just exfoliating your lips. And so while they're doing that, because they're not talking, because they're doing stuff to their mouth, I'm like, have y'all ever seen somebody with like cracky lips and lipstick, like you can see their skin, and they're like, yes, yes. I'm like, oh yeah, that's not good. Totally was me. And right now, around this time, you know, my lips start cracking because the weather changing. So I love this product, and it's not stripping your lips. And so they're doing that, and I'm like, okay, great. So the second step is the satin balm. Go ahead and put that over, and that's just going to give you a coat. Does anybody wear a ton of chapstick? Raise your hand. Or you know somebody. They got one in their back pocket. They got one in their car. Okay, great. Go ahead and give yourself a tally for that. Remember to do that. I love that. So that is because some chapsticks have ingredients in it that make them addicted to it. And so important to use this balm. It's awesome, incredible. It's actually in white containers because men love it so much. And so it's great for like men or women. And so while they're doing that, I share a little bit about what I do. And I can share right now. I know this is kind of a long video, but this is the exact process that I do. And I always say, okay, great. So I'm going to, sorry, I dropped them. And I just let them know I'm clumsy and crazy and normal. And I'm like, there's a difference in honesty and transparency. I am both, but I'm extremely transparent. So you're going to laugh a little, cry a little, all that. So I always share my story really quick, and then we'll do our dash out the door look. But I love your hand to dry for another 5 minutes. And then, because I'm setting that timer, you know, it's on my phone for real. And share a little bit about what we do. And so I'm Adrienne, of course, and I started when I was 18 years old just to make a little extra money and to buy my product half price. And the same week that I signed up, I found out my stepdad had stage 4 cancer. And right now, he really does have like 104 temp and pneumonia, like he really does right this minute. And so I went off to college, and I knew that I was going to have to help financially, and I got a full ride to Liberty, almost a full ride basically, besides just a little bit, and I was so grateful, and so I had to keep my grades up. So I graduated high school with a 4.75, and so that was important to me, but I had to make money, but on a flexible schedule. So I danced my whole life too, and I started working at a dance studio, keeping their books, because I went to be a doctor but passed out. So I changed my major to accounting, business, and finance. And so I was keeping their books, writing paychecks, and also teaching dance classes there. But every single week that I did that and I was writing paychecks, it was always in the negative, and I was always worried that my check would not go through and I would not get paid and not get to pay my rent. And that's a lot of stress on an 18-year-old, and so I don't like to ask for help. So I was like, you know what, I gotta do more with my Mary Kay business. I never even washed my face or even wore makeup before Mary Kay. Just so you know, I didn't. I just wore maybe mascara, and my amazing, incredible roommate in college, Chaselyn, taught me how to do that, so I'm so grateful. But I started doing Mary Kay and just selling mascaras in college from underneath my bunk bed. I'm so serious, and it turned into a little more, and I started making $500 to $1,000 every single month, working like 3 to 6 hours a week. And I would do that on Saturdays because that was my like study day / if I wanted to do something fun and needed to take a break, we did some facials in the dorm or whatever. And so I'm so grateful for that. But I also became a sales director when I was 19, and in the midst of going to college full-time, being in the honors program, writing a thesis. It was a published book, and all that. So I became a sales director, which is the top 1% of the company, and paid my way through college. Met Blake as I was finishing up becoming a sales director, my husband, and then earned my first free car a month after graduating with my bachelor's at 20. And so I'm so grateful for that. And so I love sharing that because I've done Mary Kay as single, engaged, married, different states. I started in North Carolina, moved to Virginia where I didn't know anybody. So if you don't know anybody here, it's okay. And then we picked up and moved to South Carolina 2 years ago for my husband, 2 or 3 years ago, for my husband to pursue his career as a football coach at Sumter High School. And I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful for those choices, but I came here and didn't know anybody. And so the previous year, our unit did $200,000. But when we moved here and I didn't know anybody, it doubled to over $400,000. And so what I'm telling you is that you can be prosperous, amazing, make some incredible money, even if you don't know anybody. Because I'm not a salesperson, didn't know anybody. Like, you are part of the club that is normal. So welcome to the normal club. But you know how I talked about the cars and money and everything? I love sharing about how we make our money. And there's 2 to 3 different, there's 3 different ways we make our money. So does anybody want to talk about the 2 ways that we really make our money though? Does anybody know? The first one's through selling product. Does anybody know what % we make? And, you know, they're getting tallies the whole time. I'm like, remember, you get tallies. And so we make 50% of everything that we make, and that's awesome. So, like, yesterday, I did a facial, and I sold $250 to one person. So how much did I make? That's right, $125. Give yourself a tally. And then the other way we make money is through team building. And so with one person on your team, you make 4% commission, which is amazing. And I love it. No matter if you've been in Mary Kay 8 years or 80 years or 8 seconds, you can make money selling product and get that money immediately because you pocket immediately. So I love that. And then the second way is through team building. Whenever you get one person on your team, you make 4% commission plus a $50 bonus every single time. You add a qualified consultant, which is awesome. And so whenever the magic number happens when you get to 5, and that's where I was really excited when I started my Mary Kay business, because you go on target for your first free car and your commission triple or quadruples to 9 or 13%. Awesome. And you know, I didn't even know 5 women, so I'm just telling you, it's amazing. And then when you become a sales director, your commission is 36%. And so that's a lot of money, you guys. And I was sharing that my highest commission check in 1 month has been $8,600. So with my sales and everything, probably $10,000. So what would you do with $10,000? And as they're answering, I'm like, give yourself a tally. Yes, absolutely. And I always say money doesn't buy happiness, but it does buy choices, and it does pay your bills. And so I love sharing the opportunity because it's really taken a lot of stress off of me. And so the other thing are the free cars. They pay 85% of your car insurance, taxes, title. Here they are right here on the wall. You have the Chevy Cruze is the first level, Equinox, Ford Fusion, Traverse, Mini Cooper, Cadillac. And so I love that, you know, gosh, if you don't want to take a car and have a new car and earn a new one every 2 years, then you can take cash every single month. So who would take a car? And who would take cash? I love that. I love that. And so, you know, if there's more things that you have questions about at the end, I would love to answer them with you, or if you have questions now, we can totally go over that. But the other 2 things I love are prizes. Here's one of my diamond rings that I've earned. I earned multiple carats of diamond rings. This is my quarter-seal diamond ring. Just earned a diamond bumblebee. My first one. It has 21 diamonds in it. It's very prestigious and amazing. I'll never forget when I was literally having my baby in the hospital, I got an email that said, hey, Adrienne, since you beat your best year ever this year while having your baby in the hospital right now, do you want this 4-carat citrine ring, or do you want a $1,000 bonus? And I chose a $1,000 bonus, and so I love that. And then we also get star prizes, which are amazing. Just earn a 7-day all expense paid vacation for my family, which is awesome, and I just love that. And so does anybody have any questions? Okay, great. So over there's the starter kit. I have a little table set up, or you can say, here's my starter kit. I love it. Like $400 of product comes in at $400. I always say, imagine going to Target and you put $400 or $500 of stuff in your buggy, and you get to shop half price for the rest of your life. Would you do it? And you're like, yeah. I'm like, me too. Like, they got food. So I thought about that way about the opportunity. So many women start for different reasons, to make extra money, just for self-confidence. That was another biggie for me. And whatever it may be, or just girlfriend fun. Like, I'm so serious. That's why they start, and I love it because it's Kate Spade inspired. And so I romance the starter kit and talk about it. And I'm like, okay, great. So I want you to flip over your customer profile on the back, and I want you to write a special number, 1, 2, or 3. Don't write it yet. I got to tell you what it means. So you're going to write one of these, and it's just your interest level and the opportunity. That way when we check out together in my checkout room right there, it's so beautiful and amazing. You're going to be so excited. It just lets me know if I need to send you home with more information. So number 1 is I'd rather eat grass and die than sell Mary Kay. Number 2 is send me more info, or I would love to have coffee with you, or I have a couple questions I would love to chat with you. Or number 3, 10 little dollar bills. 10 little $10 bills sign me up today. So write 1, 2, or 3, circle it, flip it over, and give yourself 5 tallies for doing that. So that way when I check out with them, like, I know their interest level. And I'm like, okay, great. So we got to get going. Okay, fabulous. So we're going to do a dash out the door look, but first I want you to look at your face and I want you to see, like get up close and hold it straight. And I want you to see if you can see a difference in the sides of your face. And usually this side's higher, y'all. I'm so serious. And I'm like, okay, awesome. So what we're going to do really quick though, we're going to wipe off our hand, okay, from our peel, and we're going to look at the difference. Or if you don't see a difference, you're going to feel a difference. And they're like, ooh, I'm like, if you see a difference, give yourself a tally. If you see a difference in your face, give yourself a tally. So they're excited. I'm like, okay, great. So we're going to go over the other side really quick. Just do your moisturizer for day and your eye cream. So they're doing that. I'm like, okay, great. So the last thing we're going to do is our foundation primer. Go ahead and put number 5. That's your foundation primer all over your face. It's really silky. Feels like a little baby's booty. It's awesome. It also has SPF in it and keeps your makeup on longer. It's non-comedogenic, so it doesn't clog your pores. But just like paint on a wall, it keeps your makeup on all day. And we live in Sumter, so it's hot. So I love that. Okay, great. So we're going to do a dash out the door look. Everybody, you have your CC cream in your big oval circle. Go ahead and put that on with your fingers. It's amazing and incredible. And I love this. It's heat activated, so actually it's okay to put on with your fingers because it literally turns the color of your skin and it's awesome. Now, if they have super oily skin, this is a disclaimer. I have translucent powder, the big brush. I need to get it. Like the really thick brush like this. I have this and my brush cleaner, and I go around and do the white translucent powder over their foundation so that they don't feel oily, because I love that, like just super quick. And then I'm like, okay, great. So we have these 3 cream eye colors. And I usually have like a little brush or something. I go around and just put a little bit in their tray. Beach blonde. They can choose whatever they want. I sometimes just do beach blonde all over. Then I have apricot twist, and then I also have ice cocoa. And it's awesome. And I tell them that this is waterproof. It's amazing and incredible. I can literally go run and it'll still be on my hand, and that's a really pretty color too, just for your eyelid. But this is a dash out the door look because I have to get ready in my car. So I love this. So go ahead and do that on your eyes super quick. And when you get done, I'll come around, and with your mascara one, I'm going to bring my mascara and dip yours in there, and you can do your eyes. So I go around and do that. Then the last thing, I have a couple lip colors. You don't have to do this, but I love it. I have a lot of lip glosses, but I'll pick 3 and 3 to 4 of the semi-shine or semi-matte lip colors. I have Cafe au Lait, Sun Blossoms, and Rich Spice right here, and I usually have Fancy Nancy with me too. And then the lip colors right now, I have Rich Truffle, Crushed Berry, Rosewood, and Spice Ginger. So I have a lot of them, but I usually just pick a couple according to the ladies that are coming in. You know, when they come in, I'm like, oh, these would be pretty, and golden's a really pretty color. You know, you just don't want to have too many options so that they don't feel overwhelmed. And then I always talk about, hey, you know, what I love at the next appointment, and I'm putting my stuff up because I like to have it neat and not everywhere. At your second appointment, we'll do detailed color. So, and also, if you need more coverage of foundation, we have like 9 different foundations. It's awesome. I use the Matte Wear Liquid, so you can always do that, and we can do a section where we match you. Okay, fabulous. And then if you want to, you can always do satin hands at the beginning or the end. It does not matter, but I want their hands to look rough so that when they're trying that product on their hand, they see a difference. So I love that. So you can do satin hands at the end. But after that, I'm like, okay, great. So we're still going to continue the tally game. It's amazing. But I want you to flip over your customer profile, and below wherever you put your interest level, I want you to write down your top 5 favorite things you tried today. Okay, and give yourself a tally for doing that. For each thing that you wrote, so you should get 5. And so while they're doing that, they're looking at their trays and stuff, you know, because they're like, ooh. And I'm like, if you don't know the name of it, just put the number, because I totally know the number. And so they're doing that, and I'm just cleaning up my stuff, not being like crazy, like, oh, I gotta clean this up, but just generally doing it, talking to them, getting them excited. That's really good. And then I'm like, okay, great. So the last thing that we're going to do is the referral, fabulous referrals. And I love this, you guys. And so what you're going to do, you can literally get your phone out, because we don't advertise or expand our business through billboards or anything like that. It's literally by word of mouth. And so what we do actually, you like can refer friends and they'll get a gift card on me, but from you. It doesn't come out of your pocket, which is awesome. I text them or call them one time, and if they want to do it, great, and if not, it's totally fine. So you can go ahead and you can get your phone out and cheat, but for every single referral over 18, you're going to get a tally. So this is your last chance to rack up your tallies, which is awesome. I'm so excited about that. Okay, so go ahead and do that. And so while they're doing that, I am just making sure, I was like, I'll give y'all like 3 to 4 minutes to do that. And I'm like, I'm excited to give that gift away. You know, I just really just ended up about the freebies. And so I'm just cleaning up. I'm doing exactly what I would do. And I dropped some stuff, so I gotta pick it up. Okay. Then whenever they get done, I'm like, okay, great. So let's see who the winner was. I'm like, oh yay, Susie, yay, you get the amazing vitamin C square. It's the only, we're the only company that has pure vitamin C. You literally put it in your hand, you put one of our serums over it, and you mix a couple dots of water and you put it all over your face, and it's so amazing. And then I always show my friend Christina Borger her beautiful picture of her before and after, and I always show her, I'm like, look how amazing this is. She's so beautiful, isn't she? They're like, yes, yes, yes. And so I'm like, yay, 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 yay. She won. So as they're doing that, I'm like, okay, great. We got one last thing. I just love sharing this before we leave. And I'm packing up my skincare so that they can see everything in my roll-up bag. And so, I mean, I have a roll-up bag that I keep all my products in. You have your CC creams, whatever you want in here. So I love that. And I just romance this right here, and I'm pretty much done with this. But you can keep it out and make specific notes behind it on how to do a roll-up bag close, because this is a roll-up bag close. And I love it. So I'm like, here's this roll-up bag. Isn't this beautiful? It's amazing. It spins. It's monogrammable. Great Christmas gifts. It folds up, so you can put all your stuff underneath your counter without it being a mess. It also comes off, which is amazing. Fits in the corners perfectly of suitcases. You can also take it out and wash it in the dishwasher because mine gets dirty. But doesn't everybody love this? It's amazing. I love it, love it, love it. And so you can earn this roll-up bag for free. And instead of passing out catalogs, I have a set sheet. And this is an old set sheet. I'm going to post the new one below here because I have the new one like literally in my car. But I started this and realized, oh, this is not the right one. So I had to grab this one really quick. So on one side is the starter kit. And I have that laying down the whole time. And on the other side are these sets. And I'm like, you know, this is so amazing. So this is the roll-up bag clothes, and you can earn this roll-up bag for free. And we'll talk about this at your individual clothes if you have any questions at all. But if you do 2 sets, you get your third set half price, which is amazing because I love to save money. Don't y'all love to save money? You can save up to $100 today, and that's a lot of money. Like, I love couponing. So the queen set, that's the princess set, but the queen set is whenever you choose 4 sets, and you get this roll-up bag for free. It's amazing. And if you choose 7 sets, you get a free roll-up bag too. But you're also saving up to $100, which is amazing. So check that out. And I have a couple of them laying on there. I do not hand out books. Okay, I do not hand out books because the other day I did this, and I'll tell you the results in a minute. So I take this with me, and I go in my room or wherever you're at, or if you're at a party, you can go in their living room if they're in the kitchen, because I need to be one-on-one with these people. Even if they say they want to be all together, I'm like, well, this is how I do it, and I'm in training. So can we go over here just so I can make sure I do it right? And like, sure, okay, great. So I do that, and I sit down with them, and I'm like, these are the questions that I always do. I have a sales ticket, and I have my phone right there with me with a pen. And I also have a couple, like this is on our Faith Area app too. It's just recruiting packets. So I'm sitting there, and I'm like, okay, great. So I love that. I love that. Can I take your picture really quick? Because I'm actually doing a portfolio. Let me take your picture. Okay, great. Okay, got your picture. Yay. And I won't post if you don't want me to, but if so, then I can like promote you or what you do, shout you out for being an amazing mom, whatever. And I shout them out on my Facebook. And I don't say Mary Kay. I just say, this is my model. Isn't she so beautiful? She's an amazing mom. You know, all that. And I just tell her how beautiful she is and compliment her like, wow, your eyelashes look amazing, or your skin looks so beautiful. And so that's the first thing I do. The second thing I do is I sit down with her, and I'm like literally knee-to-knee, toe-to-toe, talking to her, and I'm like, girl, what was your favorite thing that you tried today? And I flip her. I have her customer profile because they have to bring that with them. I'm like, oh my gosh, you love the 3D set? Me too. Me too, me too. Okay, great. I love that. So, and then the next thing I'm doing while I'm doing that in my mind, I'm looking at her number. And if I remember her, or that I think she's sharp, and she is a 2. I'm like, girlfriend, like, what was your favorite part about the opportunity? You know, if she wants, so here's the 2 ways we can do this. If she's absolutely not interested, absolutely not, I say, okay, great, well, I'm going to send you home with this packet because my director requires me to, or I say my national requires me to send it just for 2 people. And so I'm going to send this with you, and I'll follow up with you later, and you get a free gift from me just for following up. But here's this amazing set. And so what were some things that you liked? If it's not in here, we can totally customize it to where it works. And so I did that the other day, and a lady who would have only bought an eyeliner and lip gloss bought the like the queen set and got the free roll-up bag. It was like $250. I'm so serious. So it's amazing because they never think about what they need and what they want and how they can bundle it and save money. And women love a deal. So make sure that you have this and practice this and take this with you. And you know what? When it comes to payment, I'm like, well, girl, what you can do, you can write me a check, whatever. I can take your card, whatever. It's totally fine. Or you can do both methods, cash, card, check. It doesn't matter. So I do that because I have Cray Pay and do cards. So they either do that, and if she's really interested, I'm like, well, girlfriend, this is so amazing. You can get more bang for your buck. I love it. And, you know, I always do like a special, well, you know, if you sign up today, you get a free blah, blah, blah. Like a free charcoal mask or whatever was her favorite thing. I always do that. And you don't have to, but I love that. And I'm like, it's just so amazing. And so, and what would hold you back from starting? And I just like really lower my voice, like, what would hold you back? And so if she wants to sign, like when she signs on the spot, I get my phone out and we do it right there together, super quick. And I let her go home with that product. So I love it. So you're either selling product, sharing the opportunity. Now, whenever you are selling product, I love Mary Ruth's 40-80 split hostess program. So I'm talking about that also throughout the whole party. I have it etched in my book, and I talk about, you know, whenever they do the satin hands, everybody's doing this and getting this for free whenever they do a party with me, whenever they host a party. So if somebody gets a set, the 40-80 split hostess program, I love it. You don't have to do it, but I love it, and it's amazing, and it's holding booking. So you need to watch Mary Ruth's video about it. Mary Ruth Love. And she's amazing and incredible and just brilliant. So I love that. And so I talk about that hostess program with them. And if they want to take advantage of that and book a party with me, because you want to book parties from parties, because you are going to get in front of more sharp women, because that is just where it's at. And they know what to expect and how to get people there and how to earn free products and all of that. So I am selling product to them and booking a party with them. I have a new customer and then future customers. I have referrals, new team members, and it's working full circle in your Mary Kay business. And so I love that. It takes me about an hour to do a party. Because like right now it's 37 minutes, 38 minutes. And so that is working full circle, literally boom, 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 that fast. And they're excited to get out and go. And they're excited because they didn't spend a lot of time. And they understand that it's duplicatable, because it's not like whenever you go get your hair done and you can't refix your hair just like that. They can go home, wash their face, feel amazing and beautiful, and have that confidence again. And they are so grateful. And you've already built a lasting relationship with them as a customer, because you were like knee to knee, eye to eye, toe to toe with them. And I love that. That's what this business is all about, is being in front of people. And so I'm so excited. I just wanted to share this with you. And that's how I check people out, and I let them go. Or if they do have refreshments, they don't have to. I never do. But if they do have refreshments, I have them eat while I'm checking people out, and not before, because they can mingle and talk while I'm out, like, you know, checking out with people. And women love to eat and spend money. So just love sharing that, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this.